Me, Paddy and Murphy. Me, my collies and my phone. On another Sunday morning walk. Quite overcast today. We're having a lot of rain lately. It's kind of cool and warm at the same time, if you know what I mean. Cool breeze, but out of the breeze it's warm. Something like that. Hello, old oak tree. This is Drovers Woods. The other woods that I've been through nearby, I called it Drovers Wood as well, but I think it's actually called Millennium Wood. But this is Drovers Wood. It's quite a young wood, planted for the people. In the local area. So there's lots of young trees, but also some good old mature ones, good old mature oaks amongst them. A nice rowan tree here, the orange berries. I'll stay on that tree for quite a while until the birds feel like they need to eat them. Yeah, lots of young trees in here. Look at this beautiful oak tree. Majestic oak. You can get up there in the middle. Inside its crown, it's been cut a few times. Got a few wounds on it. Calloused over. Another oak tree. There's one thing about this area, there are lots of oak trees. And when we come around this bend, there is going to be, hang on a minute, I'll just show you the sign on the gate to be sure of where we are. So anybody from the local Hereford area, follow that footpath down there, you'll be on King's Acre Road. There. And then going that way, there's another, the way we came, there's another track you go down to another wood, which I think is Millennium Wood. And that has also got a footpath that leads you down to King's Acre Road, which is near the tree plantation. So if you go further up King's Acre Road, you'll either come to this footpath, or if you go further on, you'll come to another footpath just off King's Acre Road. Anyway, this doesn't say Millennium Wood, doesn't say Drovers Wood on this. For the love of trees, Woodland Trust. So this is now owned by the Woodland Trust. The other one is actually the Nature Trust, isn't it? The other wood. Yes, I should have shown you the sign on that gate one before we came through here. Anyway, this is, around this bend is a lovely oak tree. Magnificent. As oak trees come, most of them are magnificent. Some are even more magnificent than this one, of course, but this one, I love it. Especially if the sun's not shining through its canopy, because I've come around this bend before and it looks just majestic. Here it is. Stood out there in the open. Beautiful tree. Can you believe, up in that oak tree, looks like an orange football. I don't think you can see it on the camera. Somebody's kicked a football all the way up in that tree. But yeah, this is a lovely tree. There used to be a rope swing on it. You can actually climb up in the middle of there if you're really athletic and nimble and supple and all the rest of it. You sit in the middle of it. And there's the tree, there's a swing, rope swing. You're not going to be able to get that down unless you can climb up there. I used to like climbing trees when I were a lad. Bracket fungus down here, some sort. Yeah, that wood's quite thick because it's a lot of new trees in there. Young trees, I don't know, 20 odd years. They're going to have to thin it out at some point. And actually, they've actually marked the odd tree with an orange dot here and there. Probably more inside. Probably going to thin it out at some point. They plant too many trees in there. It's a shame that they've got to cut them out. But they've got to allow for the other ones enough space to grow. Maybe they're ash trees. Yeah, there's a lot of ash trees in there. And as you may know that there's a disease in this country called ash dieback. So a lot of ash trees are being monitored and taken out if they've got the disease. And those that don't get it are staying. And they'll try to restock the population of those trees that are resistant to the disease. I love that old oak tree. I mean, that tree was there well before a lot of these other young trees were here, of course. Right, my lovely lads. All right there, Paddy. He's watching Murphy. Murphy's watching a stick. Which stick have you got? What stick have you chosen? There's too many of them around here. Right, you be careful. Paddy. Paddy blocks him. Goodbye, old oak. I'll see you again another day. Come on, boys. Yeah, these are ash trees. Up here. Through the middle. Yeah, there's more dotted there, look. Dotted with orange spots. For the Woodland Trust tree people to sort out at some point. Sorry, I was complaining a bit then because Holden got a problem with my shoulder. I was holding the phone up with that arm. I've just swapped arms. Hazelnuts are growing there, look. I do like a hazelnut, but the squirrels will get those before anyone else. And rightly so. They need them more than we do. There again, they're probably grey squirrels. It's not their fault, but they are a bit of a nuisance pest to trees in this country. They were introduced from North America back in the day, and they've driven out our native red squirrels in lots of areas. So there's lots of conservation projects going on to eradicate grey squirrels and reintroduce red squirrels to where they used to be. Hello, rowan tree. I love a rowan tree, mountain ash. I think it's got to be one of my favourite trees. I've actually got one in my garden. Oh, we're not going to walk all the way around the wood and film all of it. We're just going to cut through here. A little snippet. of somewhere else in our local area. Yeah, and talking of grey squirrels, there's one up there. You can't see him. Branches were just rustling. I can see a squirrel. Saw your fluffy tail. I don't hate them, I dislike them, I wouldn't kill them. But I can understand that they need to be managed in certain areas. I don't know. You can eat them apparently. I've never eaten them. These two love to chase them. They're good sport for my dogs. Thankfully they've never caught one yet. I used to have 2 collies before, Poppy and Jessie, 2 bitches, lovely girls. And Jessie was quite adept at catching squirrels. And on occasion she did catch the odd squirrel in her life. And it usually met a grisly end. A lot of shaking about and squeaking, and that was the end of it. Jessie, she was a bit of a hunter. Poppy, her daughter, see, I've got father and son now. Before I had mother and daughter. Poppy was a lovely collie. Wouldn't hurt a fly. Mind, no, saying that, she would hurt a fly if she told her to get him out the window in the house or whatever. But otherwise, she was a lovely, good-natured dog. Jessie chased a rabbit once, and it landed straight in front of Poppy. And Poppy just looked at it as if to say, "I don't know what to do." So the rabbit ran off, thinking, "Oh, that was lucky." Jessie, her mother, looked at her as if to say, "You stupid dog, that could have been lunch." Poppy was the sort of dog that could calm situations with other dogs. She's a peacemaker. Anyway, I've got my boys now. I do miss them 2 dogs, they were beautiful. I've got 2 other beautiful boys. They're all unique in their own way, dogs, aren't they? Same as people. Whoosh. We've taken a shortcut so we don't have to walk all the way around. Right, it's just a little snippet for the love of the trees. There you go. Welcome Drovers Woodland Trust. Right. I think we'll leave it at that now. Just see how they interact with this dog up here. Yeah, so. Alright mate. Come on boys. Oh, Paddy's found a playmate. She's telling him to behave himself. Come on then, Paddy, good boy. That's an apple. You like that dog? Yes, we've met that dog before, haven't we? Didn't recognise them at first. We're coming up to the field where I found dead sheep before. If you look at my other videos about finding a dead sheep. Well, that's someone else I know now coming up with his pointer. But yeah, so hello girl. Alright mate, alright. And upset no other joggers lately, have you? There was a lady jogger running along the one day and I heard her shouting at him, "Keep your dog under control." Apparently his dog ran up towards her and she nearly lost her footing or something. But she was really angry. Put your dogs on the lead, and she looked at me when she said it as well. And I just said, oh, I think you're the one that should be on the lead. And her words to that were, fuck off. Oh dear, I shouldn't have said it. Never mind. She had a point. We've all got to try and get on, haven't we? But it's no good getting irate with people. It can escalate and make things worse. So let's all try and apologise and be civil to each other. Believe me, on these dog walks, which are lovely and peaceful and the majority of the time, you do come across the odd situation. Yeah, that's the field. Well, I used to quite often find dead sheep. Going back last year and the year before and before that. Anyway, we'll leave the video in a minute. I've said that already. We'll just get through this gate. Just make sure nothing's coming the other side. Yeah, go on then. If I see something coming the other side, I'll just tell them to wait. Sometimes they just wait anyway, don't you? Like a good boy, Murphy. Yeah. Come on. And here's a short wheat field. Short wheat. Very short. Just below my knee. Got my wellies on this morning, just above my wellies. It's quite wind resistant. Short wheat. Oh, we'll walk a little further. Another maize field over there. Lots of maize being grown around these fields this year. They alternate the fields, different crops. Crop rotation, it's called. Minimises the pests, diseases, and the nutrients being used up by certain crops, and it all helps. It also works in the garden with your vegetables. Crop rotation. Shouldn't try not to grow the same crops in the same patch of ground every year for the reasons I gave. Hey Murphy boy, who's a handsome lad. Right, we're heading back towards suburbia. We'll end up going at the back of the cemetery eventually. Still got a way to go, mind. Over that area is the back of King's Acre Road. And over there is Whitecross. And there's, I think, Down Door up that area, the hills in the distance. Right, one more oak tree to look at. I usually give this one a pat as well. Do you know what? I forgot to give that majestic oak in the woods a pat. Oh. Big toe's not hurting me today for some reason. I've got my Wellingtons on. I would have thought it would have been bothering me even more. I've got Wellingtons on because it's been raining quite a bit. It's quite wet. Quite wet around. Hello oak tree. Gonna give you a pat. Put my hand on you. Come on then. Where are you going, Murphy boy? We're going this way. Come on. Right, we'll leave it at that. Come on, mate. Bye for now. See ya. Bye boys. See ya.